What if I told you that your heart, the very engine of your life, could be sending you quiet, desperate warnings about a future heart attack, up to 12 years before it actually happens? Yeah, that's right. A full 12 years. A decade plus head start. We often imagine a heart attack as a sudden, dramatic event, a bolt from the blue like in the movies. But for many, it's not a sudden explosion. It's a slow burn. Most people think heart attacks come out of nowhere, but the truth is, your body might already be sending out distress signals, little whispers of trouble that are easy to ignore. The problem is, we've become experts at explaining them away. So today, let's talk about the one sign that almost everyone misses, the one that research suggests can be the earliest clue of all: shortness of breath. It sounds innocent, right? Medically, it's known as dyspnea. But to you, it just feels like you can't quite catch your breath. Maybe you brush it off as being out of shape, or you tell yourself, well, I'm not 20 anymore. You blame it on gaining a few pounds, on stress from work, or even on allergies. But here's the scary part, and the reason we need to pay attention. Studies show that if you start noticing you're out of breath during normal, everyday activities, things that didn't wind you before, like climbing a familiar flight of stairs, or carrying groceries from the car, or even just rushing to answer the phone, it could be your heart's way of waving a red flag, years before an actual attack. So why does this happen? Let's break it down. Over the years, your arteries can begin to harden and narrow due to plaque buildup. This means the heart has to pump with more force to push blood through these smaller pipes. It's like trying to force water through a clogged hose. This extra workload can cause the heart muscle itself to weaken or thicken over time, making it a less efficient pump. When your heart struggles to pump enough oxygen-rich blood to your muscles and organs, your body has a backup plan. It signals the lungs to work overtime. You start breathing faster and deeper to bring in more oxygen. But the problem isn't with the oxygen supply. It's with the delivery system. That feeling of being winded is the gap between what your body needs and what your struggling heart can provide. This isn't just a getting older thing. It's a potential sign that your arteries are narrowing, or that your heart muscle is getting weaker. The warning signs are subtle, but the consequences are huge, and the numbers are staggering. More than 18 million people die from heart disease each year. It's the leading cause of death globally for both men and women. That's 1 every 2 seconds. In the time it takes to watch this video, thousands of lives will be lost. Now here's where it gets real. This isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. You don't have to wait for a full-blown heart attack to take action. That 12-year warning window is a gift. It's an opportunity. So if you notice that unexplained shortness of breath, don't just blame your age or your fitness level. Get curious. Get proactive. Talk to your doctor. Be specific. Say, I'm getting winded doing things that used to be easy for me. This is the crucial first step. Your doctor can then investigate with simple, painless tests. They'll get your blood pressure checked. High blood pressure is the silent killer that puts immense strain on your heart and arteries. They'll get your cholesterol checked with a simple blood test to see if you have high levels of the bad LDL cholesterol that contributes to plaque. They might also suggest an EKG to check your heart's rhythm, or even a stress test. But shortness of breath isn't the only whisper. Your body has other ways of talking to you. Pay attention to chest pain or discomfort. It's not always the crushing pain we see on TV. It can feel like pressure, squeezing, or fullness. It might come and go, and it can radiate to your shoulders, neck, arms, or jaw. This is called angina, and it's your heart muscle literally telling you it's not getting enough oxygen. Another major sign, especially common in women, is profound, unexplained fatigue. This isn't just feeling tired after a long day. This is feeling exhausted after a full night's sleep, or being too worn out to do simple chores. A struggling heart is an inefficient engine, and it burns a lot of extra fuel, leaving you feeling perpetually drained. Also, look for swelling in your feet, ankles, legs, or even your abdomen. When your heart can't pump strongly enough, blood flow slows and backs up in the veins. Your kidneys respond by retaining more water and salt, and gravity causes this excess fluid to pool in your lower extremities. These are all signals your heart might be struggling. They are the whispers. The good news is you have the power to turn down the volume on these whispers and prevent them from becoming a scream. And prevention? It's not rocket science, but it takes commitment. It's about making small, sustainable changes that add up to a massive impact over time. Let's start with food. Eat more fruits and veggies. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that fight inflammation in your arteries. Think of it as cleaning your pipes from the inside out. Cut down on processed foods and sugar. Excess sugar drives inflammation and contributes to obesity and type 2 diabetes, both major risk factors for heart disease. And cut down on salt. Too much sodium makes your body retain water, which increases your blood volume and raises your blood pressure, forcing your heart to work harder every single minute of the day. Next, get moving. You don't need to run a marathon. Aim for just 30 minutes of moderate activity, like a brisk walk, most days of the week. Exercise strengthens your heart muscle, improves circulation, and helps manage weight and blood pressure. If you smoke, quitting is the single most important thing you can do for your heart. Smoking damages the lining of your arteries, raises blood pressure, and makes your blood more likely to clot. Drink less alcohol. Excessive drinking can lead to high blood pressure, heart failure, and an increased calorie intake. And finally, manage your stress. Chronic stress floods your body with hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can damage your arteries over time. Find what works for you: meditation, yoga, deep breathing, or simply spending time in nature. And most importantly, through all of this, listen to your body. It's the only one you have, and it's constantly communicating with you. Remember, your heart doesn't keep secrets. It doesn't go from perfectly healthy to a state of crisis overnight. It whispers before it screams. Don't ignore the whispers. Don't explain them away. Don't wait for the scream. Because the earlier you listen, the earlier you act, the better your chances of rewriting your future and living a long, healthy, vibrant life. Share this with someone you care about. A parent, a sibling, a friend. You could be giving them the gift of awareness. And let's all make a pact to start listening to our hearts today. Soft. Your heart whispers first. Listen, act, live. If something feels off, even if it seems small, make that appointment today. Share this video with someone you love. It's a conversation starter that could save a life. Remember that small changes add up. One healthy meal, one walk, one call to your doctor. You can make a difference in your own story. For more years with the people you love. It all starts with listening. Your heart whispers before it screams. Don't ignore the whispers. Share this. Subscribe for more health alerts that could empower you and your loved ones. Soft, urgent. And remember, if you are experiencing severe chest pain, shortness of breath, or other symptoms that feel like an emergency, call your local emergency services immediately.